The problem with socialism is you eventually run out of other people's money to spend, because apparently it comes as a problem to communists and socialists when they figure out that actual companies want to be paid for the work that they do.
This is the news that the car power ships in Africa are switching off electricity in Sierra Leone and Guinea-Bissau, basically because they haven't been paid by those respective countries. So load shedding is being exported by the company that's going to solve load shedding in South Africa on the basis that this company has not been paid by those African governments. I mean, the one thing about the ANC, this will never happen here because the ANC is really good at paying bills, right?
Right. But here's the problem, Ramon. You see, the ANC says we actually need power ships to solve our load shedding crisis because every single day the economy is suffering billions of rands in damage, which is meaning to lower taxation. And that lower taxation means that grants can't be paid, which means that they have more load shedding because they don't have taxes, which means that they have less taxes, and so and so and so forth. The debt spiral continues. The problem is, the ANC doesn't think to themselves, you know how we sort our debt problem? We pay it off. They've never been very good at paying debts. In fact, every ANC municipality that's ever had an ANC government will tell you, the ANC don't pay for shit. So I can purely imagine that the ANC will do its deal with the power ships and never pay them.
And when they are not paid, they're going to switch off the electricity. And guess what? There's nothing the ANC can say that will make it better. They can't say, oh, it's just, maintenance of ESCOM, we're working on it and this and that. The Minister of Electricity just has to come out and say, we haven't paid for it and we've got no money to pay for it. So sorry, Mossel Bay and Durban and wherever else these power ships will be based. It is supremely ironic that the people who are going to solve load shedding are creating load shedding in other African countries for a thing that the ANC does extremely well, not paying its bill. Out of all the myriad of opportunities to solve load shedding, like, just fix the coal power fleet, have some nuclear reactors, whatever the case might be, they choose the ones that causes more load shedding in Africa. Retardanistan, my friend.
Retardanistan indeed, Ramon, because you see, the problem inevitably becomes that the ANC has really got really keen on the idea of these power ships because of the kickbacks, right? Those kickbacks be juicy. But we all can see up front, this isn't going to work out well because when the ANC doesn't pay its providers, the providers cut them off. As Margaret Thatcher said, the problem with socialism is you eventually run out of other people's money to spend. And the ANC don't have a lot of money to spend, my friend.
Yeah, we've seen this. The Minister of Finance has come out to say we need budget cuts, so has the Treasury. In fact, even the ANC itself has said, we need to, get private money into ESCOM and Transnet just so that these things can exist materially in the future. But the attempt to solve load shedding has been pitiful because they are retarded. And the attempt to solve load shedding through the car power ships is also retarded because they're getting kickbacks. They're not actually trying to solve the problem. And they're going to make the problem worse by not paying the car power ships what is owed to them should they arrive on our shores. So inevitably, Byron, the problem with retardation is that it compounds over time. It's like, how do you get stupid? You get stupid very slowly and then very quickly. It's like becoming bankrupt. And the irony seems to be lost on the ANC.
Because as we have said, and as numerous experts have said, you can fix this problem in South Africa by going nuclear. And we haven't, because reasons. But regardless of how we look at that, it appears that the one solution that's likely to actually cause more load shedding is the preferred option by the ANC. I mean, I don't understand how this works, Ramon. We know how we cure crime. We cause more of it because then the criminals are scared to go out and commit crimes themselves because the other criminals are even worse than they are. Man, this is retarded thinking.